All right, welcome. Woo! Wow, this blurred effect is on the site. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. Oh, wow. Love you guys. You guys all joining. I hope everything's good. You guys can hear me well. Make sure the camera is good here. The mic is all set up. Chat is on, so feel free to say anything you like. Say hello to your colleagues, your friends. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Hey, Mr. Cameron is on there. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, it's 1 o'clock here, Eastern. So good morning to everyone in the West. What's happening, Bruno? Good to see you. Great. All right, so I don't want to take too much of your time this morning because we have a lot of stuff to show you, and I want to try to shrink it down to like 25 minutes. So let's get going. All right, so here we want to introduce something incredibly new. We have developed a new calculator. Yes, finally. I want to tell you why we're doing this. So as you have heard many times, 70% of all mortgages in Canada will renew in the next 2 years. And this accounts for 350 billion of mortgage dollars that are going to be renewed in the next 2 years. So what do? Well, it turns out we don't have a tool to help us showcase to clients their options when it comes to a renewal. So we went ahead and we started building something, and I'm super happy to show you the first beta version of it on our website. But something else I wanted to mention here is that we decided to offer this tool free of charge to anyone on this webinar. You can have it for free until the end of this year for sure, part of the free version of the Calculator Hub. So this thing right in front of me, it's called the Calculator Hub. It's a desktop version of the mobile app that you can actually embed on your website. So a lot of you on the call, and I know Mike for sure has it on their website, and it looks like this. It's completely brandable. It's embedded. It's not a separate link. It's going to be your domain right here. And you can arrange these tools the way you want. You can customize them. You can set up different colors for them. This Calculator Hub is provided as part of our Pro Plus subscription. So if you have the Pro Plus subscription, you get the full version of the Calculator Hub with all the bells and whistles. Now for the Renewal Calculator, let's see how it works. Well, this is it, the Renewal Calculator. Let me just show you how it quickly works. So you enter in the balance. So let's say you have a $400,000 mortgage. You set the payments. Let's say the payments were $2,500. Current rate is 6.2. It will calculate your remaining amortization. Of course, if you change that to something else, let's say it's 20 years, it will update the payment for you. Now, to get a little bit more details, we need to know what the maturity date is. So this one right now, let's set it to January 2027 is fine. So this will be actually 26 months left in the remaining term. And then at the end of that, we will have 18 years and 6 months left. So you got your maturity date. We need the next payment date. We actually started developing tools that require dates. Why? Because we want things to be more accurate. Which will generate a nice amortization schedule, which you can see based on dates. So you can actually quickly see from today on until the end of your term, what your balance will be and how much interest you would have been paid. So that's your amortization schedule, all under current situation. Here's another option here. You can decide that you don't want to renew January 1st. You want to renew now. So it's getting into the territory of a refi, right? It's getting there. If you hit this, we will calculate the balance at maturity, which is today. If you don't hit this, we will tell you what your balance will be in 26 months. So you have this information at hand. Okay? Now we move forward to the renewal options. So once we have our balance at maturity, now we're going to build our renewal options. What are the things you can do in this tool right now? Well, you can select scenarios. I will tell you what those are, why you need it. You can write your information here. For example, you can say lender A, lender B, and make it lender C. You can add another scenario if you wish, write to it, or not. You can change the colors of these simply by clicking here. If you want to highlight specific lenders, you can do so. Okay. You can duplicate the scenario or you can just delete it. So now we are all starting with the same balance, 376,882. Here we added an option for you to add in fees. It's not a refi yet, right? But maybe you want to take out equity. It's up to you. Sometimes there are certain fees you can add in, which will give you a nice prompt. Because if you do any changes to your balance, we want to make sure that you know a requalification may be required. If it's 0, guess what? You will just do a straight renewal. Now you can change the rates, and I think this is going to be the most important to set the correct rates. So let's just give it a couple ideas here. Let me just build up 4.85. I'm sure rates are better now. I'm just making some examples. You can extend amortization. For example, you want to go back to 25 years because it's an insured mortgage, whatnot. You can do so. Again, requalification may be required. Or you can reset back. This is also new. You can write notes. You can write notes here for every rate product. So all the details you want to put in here, for example, prepayments allowed, you need to read the fine print. It's notes you can actually, it goes inside your report as well. Let me just copy some here so that we don't have it empty. There we go. And then, of course, you can choose the payment frequency. Now, the reason why we selected the scenarios is that we can show a difference between each other. So when I select the base scenario, I'm actually comparing scenario 2 and scenario 3 with this one, and I know whether it's increased or decreased. If you select it again, you're actually deselecting it, so there's no comparison. Now, oftentimes, a lot of clients are interested to know whether their payments have increased or decreased, and we wanted to put a little box here that actually tells you whether it has increased compared to your current payments. So this value will compare against each other, and this value compares against the current payment that they have, so that they can see whether their payments have decreased or increased. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful table where it tells you how much interest would be paid throughout the term. So you got, and how much principal would be paid, what's the total payment for each scenario, and then what's the balance at the end of each term. We put these little arrows here because these will indicate that whether it has increased or decreased. And if you want to know exact amount, easy. Turn this guy on, show differences, and it will tell you the exact amount that the difference is. What you can do is, preemptively, you can create these options for your clients and create a nice report for them. So let's do that. It will send you a copy. We're actually going to program it so that it opens up right for you, but you just put in some information. So let's go. Okay, so the email comes in. There we go. Just popped in 0 minutes ago. And when an email gets sent from your calculators, you obviously get all the details that comes with it. including it's branded to you. And let's see the report. This is the report that you can share with clients. You can obviously generate a PDF from it. It has your branding on it. It can also be co-branded if you're interested in having a realtor partner to be present on this thing. But it's a mortgage renewal, so I would guess not a lot of brokers would have a co-branded version of it. But it explains the current situation of the client with all the details. And then there's the new mortgage options that we prepared for them. So we got the different rates. It shows you the different payments. We selected this one. You can choose not to select it if you don't want your client to be highlighted to a specific column. And this is something we're still working on, which is a mortgage journey map. It will allow you to create multiple terms back to back so that you can show your client what happens if you take a 3-year and then switch to a 2-year versus take a 5-year now and stick with it. So that's still in development. And then, of course, our notes. So we added notes for the different options. And of course, because we added lenders' names, you can make these product names, totally up to you. You got your graphs, it's interactive. And then last but not least, you can just generate a nice PDF and share that. I mean, you technically don't need a PDF unless you want to save it for compliance, but sending a link is good enough. Sending this link to your client is great because they can open up a mobile, desktop. They don't have to zoom in on a PDF because PDF doesn't really resize well. And that's one of the problems of PDF. All right. So, okay, so I'm going to go through some of the questions. So I'm going to go backwards, actually. Sean, you asked if this is available on PC. Yes, I'm doing it on the website, so you can do so. You can choose a browser, do it on a big screen. This is made for desktop. So there was a question here, David. Question was whether the report is linked into the mobile app. No, it's not, unfortunately. It's a separate report. Thanks, Andrea. You had a comment about, is the report looks great. Thank you. Yes, Bruno, there is a way to bypass the email, and I will have to document this in our support, but certain things you can add into your website that will allow you to open the report right away. Question was whether we can do a variable versus fixed comparison. We have some tools, but not available for public use yet. Laura, if you're interested, send me a quick email. And I'd like to jump on a call with you and show you what we have so far so that you can take a look at it and we can start building a more public version of it. I'd like to show you how to install the Calculator Hub, how to put it on your website, because that's my next item. And everyone on the call today can do it free of charge. And it's super easy, extremely easy. You don't need any programming experience to do that. Not all the calculators are free of charge, certain ones. Now the renewal will be part of that group that is free of charge so that you can have it and try it out and play with it and also give us feedback if you have any. So the way to start is there's 2 parts. One, we got to get some embed code. We got to get that code that is custom for our website. So that's the first part. The second part is we're going to create a page on our website and add the code in. That's it. It's that simple. So everyone on the call, I'm assuming, has a mortgage app, whether it's My Mortgage Planner, My Mortgage Toolbox, Canadian Mortgage app, the MCC Home Center app. Whatever app you have will work. So I want to make sure that you guys all know that, is you don't have to install a new app. You just use the app that you have. I'm going to project my phone. Okay. So everyone who's got an app will almost look like mine. At the bottom, there are 4 tabs. The far right tab is called Settings. Tap on it. And by the way, on the phone, it's called tap, not click. So I will say tap on the phone and click on the website, just to be correct. But under Settings, you will see something called Web Login. Okay? Tap on that. There you go. So you can see that I actually have my camera going here. But before doing that, I want everyone to open up a separate tab on their computer and go to admin.bandigi.com. Yeah, I'm going to put it here, admin.bandigi.com. I should have put it here before. There we go. So this is the URL you want to go to, admin.bandigi.com. It's going to look like this. Please do not scan this QR code. Whatever you do, I know you're watching my screen, do not scan it. Because when you do, you log in. And this means I will be logging into your account. But so on your own website, on your own browser, go to admin.bandigi.com and use your phone, just like I did, on the web login, scan this QR code. I hope that was clear. Good question, Rico. If we already have the Calculator Hub on our website, will it get new calculators or do we need to get an update? All you have to do is this: log into admin.bandigi.com, move over to the widgets and add the calculator to your Calculator Hub. It's possible to do that. So once you're here, you want to move over to widgets. And you probably will not see anything here. You'll probably see something that says add new website. Okay, so this is what we're all going to do right now. So on your own browser, you go to admin.bandigi.com, you scan the QR code, then you land on a page like this. On the widgets, you will see add new website. Tap on add new website, or sorry, click on add new website and put in your domain. You need to have your own domain, by the way, to do this. You have to be in control of your domain, right? Choose the platform that you are using. For example, we are using WordPress. Because what I like to do is I like to get an embed code and put it on our website. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I'm going to register this domain. It's a WordPress. I'm going to choose the colors. I'll just keep them the same because you can always update them later. And then that's it. Step number 3 is get the embed code. Boom. Here we go. So now I can copy this code and I can put it on my website and it becomes the Calculator Hub. It's that fast. I'll show you how to do that as well. For now, I'll just close it here. So you can see it's created for me right here. I just added it. Click on this part and you're going to be able to see the details of that widget that you just created. You can, for example, give it a name. My website. Save changes on always on the top right. You can see your authorized domain. You can make changes in case you put in the wrong domain. Update the colors. And then under Calculator Hub, the tab next to it, you get the code again. So the code is never lost. You don't have to copy it into your notes somewhere. All you have to do is come back to widgets, select the widget, go to Calculator Hub, and you have the code. Now here's the calculators that this is basically what you're going to have. Actually, what you're going to see if it's on a free version, you will see something like this. Because these 4 calculators are available to you free of charge as a trial, just to give it a shot. These 4 calculators are not. These are part of the subscription. But what we've done is for the renewal calculator, you can actually drag it over to tools in use. So this will now add it to your Calculator Hub. And I'm not going to add it yet. I'm going to show you how to install it on the website now. And then we will make changes to the Calculator Hub through here. Okay? So now how do we install this Calculator Hub on our website? We got the widget. That's the first part. The widget code, the embed code. And now we're going to put it on the website. That's actually super simple. That's my favorite part. And we have instructions for every different website type. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do it on our website, which is it's a WordPress site. All right, I'm just going to log in. It's a bit slow. All right, here we are. This is how everyone's WordPress site should look like, kind of roughly. Under pages on the left from the menu, I will add a new page because this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to create a new calculator page. So I'm going to add a new page. And in all the other website builders, it's going to be the same way. You're going to add a page. So make some calculators here, mortgage. Make some titles, sorry, mortgage calculators. And in WordPress specifically, what I like to do is I'm going to add a component, a block, and I'm going to type in custom HTML because this is what we want. We want to be able to paste our code as an HTML code. It's not just text. It's an HTML code. So whatever platform you're using, Wix, Squarespace, what you want to do is you want to look for something that says code, HTML code, custom code, embed code. And all I have to do now is copy where was it? Right here. Copy this code into the page. Boom. And that's it. That's it. That's the end. I like to add some spacers. So I'm just going to add a spacer and move the spacer on top just to make it look nice. And then publish. That's all you have to do. Let's get the URL and go check it out. So I copy this URL from here, open up a new tab and paste it. It just created mortgage calculator. It's the same title I used. And here it is. That's what you're going to get as part of the trial, free of charge. And it contains the 4 calculators. Of course, what you want to do now is you want to go to the admin dashboard and drag the renewal calculator over, save changes, go back to your website. You don't have to re-add any codes. Once it's in, you can now customize it. There we go. I have the renewal calculator now. I can actually reorganize this. Okay, purchase first, then we're going to do a mortgage, then we have the closing cost, land transfer I keep at the end, then renewal calculator and save changes, refresh on my website, just like how I laid it out. And inside of these, of course, you can do configuration, you can do setups, defaults, whatnot. So in terms of the webinar, that's it. That's really, I'm really hoping that you're going to give us some feedback, and please just share your feedback with us. Let us know if you find something that's not working and or something you would want added. But just keep in mind, this is only a renewal/switch calculator. We are working on a way bigger tool called the Refinance Analyzer, which you can do all sorts of things for a refi. So we wanted to publish something quickly and lean. So this is it, the renewal/switch. But we're hoping that there's going to be lots of feedback. So I'm going to go through all these questions one at a time. We're going to make sure I'm addressing it. So if you have a question, please stay on and I will be able to answer it. But I appreciate all your times. Thank you for joining us. And whatever we can do to support you, I think it's going to be an amazing 2025 for everyone. It's been slow for a lot of us past 2 years, right? But everyone's just hopeful, positive. 2025, it's going to be really, really awesome. And I'm actually super looking forward to it. And hopefully we can build and develop things to support you guys to build your businesses. And it's a win-win-win even for the home buyers and mortgage brokers and real estate agents. And everyone's just going to have an amazing time. 2025. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. All the best. Talk soon.